Hello folks, welcome back. I'm showing you a video right here. And I use two different cameras. One is the ZV-E10, which is an APS-C crop camera. And the other one is the ZV-1M2, which is the one-inch sensor. They both have stabilization on. So what I want you to look at is when it turns, when it goes over a bump, when you start seeing it slow down like every, I think 30 seconds or 40 seconds, whatever, because it's not at 30, it's at 29.97. So you see a little stuttering here and there. But look at the motion of the traffic. Look at the shadows. Look at the trees. It's kind of bright right now. But when I make this right turn, so you see a little stuttering with that truck. And then other times everything is fine. So I've noticed there's a little stuttering, and I don't know if that's from the computer or if that's from basically the SSD and the computer talking to each other. It could be the recording too, from the camera to the SD card. I don't know. But it's at 4K 30. And look at the picture quality. So you can see stuttering, and it's like every 30 seconds or something, you'll see a stuttering about 2 or 3 frames. And that's normal. I can't do anything about that. So when your camera's at 4K 30 and it actually should be 29.97, that's the problem you're going to get. So anyway, it looks pretty good. See, picture's going. You can hear my cat. He's a crybaby. So we have a doggy door. He can come in, but he wants to be left out. And if I don't let it out, guess what happens? That's right, folks. He pees in the house. I have tile everywhere, so it doesn't matter, but I'm going to put him out anyway because I want to clean up the mess. So, come on, cat. Up here, come on. Go out. Come on. Go out. All right. So, as you can see, I'm stopping off at McDonald's. Picture quality looks good, but look, I'm right back in the sun. So I'm going to stop it right there, and I'm going to put on another video. Okay. So, moving back, you can see a little stuttering. And, the problem I have with these cameras, they have the same stand, all right, but it fits, the tripod fits differently on each different camera. So they're not, sometimes the fork is in the front, and sometimes it's kind of like a Y, where the fork is in the back. And sometimes it's a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. But I want you to look at the picture quality. Look for stuttering. And let me know what you think. So what I'm trying to show you is the stabilization is on each camera. You'll see a little stuttering like every 30 seconds or so, like 2 or 3 frames, but that's normal. The cameras I'm using do not do 4K 60. And you can put it on different timelines and stuff, and so the 4K 24 will stutter much. 4K 60 might improve it a little bit, reduce the stuttering. But anyway, yeah, you see a little stuttering right there. And then it's good for another 30 seconds, or 29.97. And then you'll see some more stuttering. But that's normal. But the picture quality is excellent. And I'm just trying to show you the stabilization is needed. Okay, see, you see some more stuttering right there. So that was like another 30 seconds. So you see, when you slow down, you still see some stuttering here and there. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's writing to the card at that time or what, but the picture quality is excellent. You don't see any vibration when I'm at a stop. So the steady shot is working on both cameras. Okay, that's wonderful. And if I think in one of the videos I do show a little bit of the hood just to prove a point where the stabilization is on, and you can see the hood move up and down, but then the camera picture is steady. Okay, and it's like you're on a gimbal. Now you can always increase the shutter speed and then use catalyst browse at the end, but I'm against it. I would like to do my videos very quickly. You process it, you bring it down to size, or to a smaller size without much loss of picture quality, and then you get it posted on YouTube. So you see, I've shown about almost 5 minutes on this video. And I'm just going back from one video to the other. Okay. So this is in the car. I can speed it up to, let's say, over here on rough terrain. And this is a rough road. Look at the pavement. It really needs to be repaved, but they're not going to do it until after they're done with the construction to the right. See, it's smooth right here. Unless you go over the hash marks. But you see, the stabilization is pretty good. So we're to the other camera now. Moving along. I love looking at the vehicles with their wheels turning backwards or clockwise. And then you look at the lights too on cars, and they're like maybe 1/60th of a shutter speed or something like that instead of 1/30th. See, some lights don't flicker, other lights do. As if the cars have them on at this time. So you do see a little shakiness to the right, if you look at the sidewalk. But then look at the hood right now. This is what I'm trying to show you. So you can see the hood move just a little bit, in the frame, down the frame. And the shadows hit it too. So it might give it a little, kind of like a mirage effect or whatever. But what it's actually doing is going up and down. And if I were to move the camera back a little bit, you would see more of the hood. You would really see it in action. So like I said, every 30 seconds you're going to see some stuttering. But look at that QT sign. All right. So when you're looking at it normally, it doesn't blink like that. But a camera will pick it up. It'll pick up the lines on a TV set too. On a computer monitor, you can't. That's why you have a computer monitor than a TV. But a lot of people own TVs, and they put their contents from their cell phone and watch it on a bigger screen. And that's the other thing is, are the colors different? They look the same to me. But anyhow, that's enough of this. So, what I'm showing you here is a 5K monitor, which is 27 inches on the right, and a QD OLED TV 55 inch on the left. Okay? They are in sync on this video. And what I'm recording on is the ZV-E10. I'm sorry, no. The ZV-1M2. You can see how stable it is. It's showing both viewings of the same video at the same time. And I got it in sync too. I just turned off the volume so you don't get confused from what I'm talking to you. So as you can see, there's another point I want to bring up that a lot of people complain about. Is, hey, the colors are all wrong. So they're saying, oh, I see a little bit too much magenta, or is it too blue, or it's not dark enough. So I turn on the light, okay, as you just noticed, to give it a better view. So the first one and this one, I have it setting down, okay? This is just to show you that, by setting down the camera, instead of walking around vlogging, it's not shaking. And it's showing the same image on two different screens. And you can tell the difference in the colors, where one is more bland on the right, and that's the 5K Apple Display, okay, or Display Studio, whatever. Now I'm picking up the ZV-1M2. Look at that. I'm holding it in my hand. Look how stable that is. You see no stuttering. Steady shot is on, and I have it at 4K 30. And I'm moving from one TV to the monitor. Now the stuttering is from the video, okay? So I'm setting this back down. There we go. So now you can see the difference between the TV and the monitor. And I don't know if you can really tell the difference in the color, but This is the first time where I really had it in sync, where the voices on both the monitor and the TV sounded the same. And these are on two different computers, and I've been running it on YouTube on two different computers. So I moved the camera differently to the different part just to show you. Unfortunately, my boom arm is in the way, but I just wanted to show you, looking at the TV, look at the colors on the TV. And I'm at an angle, all right? I'm not straight on, so is it different? Now I'm going to the monitor. So you see how steady the video is in my hand? Yeah, I'm going to set it back on the cabinet. There we go. But the colors look different, don't they? So they're more bland on the right, more colorful on the OLED TV. But I'm zooming in just to show you what this camera can do. And I'm holding it. That looks pretty stable, doesn't it? Now I could have held it and you could be looking at me and I could be talking to it and stuff. That's nothing. What I'm trying to show you is I'm hand holding this right now. And it's doing a pretty good job. I have my arms tucked into my side so I don't move much. And I got a small tripod that helps holding it. So the color is off a little bit, and I don't know if it's because of the white balance, because I had the camera real close to the monitor, which is bland. See? This is more washed out white. And then when I turn it to the TV, which I think I will do one more time, it's more of a bluish tint. See, that's not too bad. But yeah, it's still kind of like a purple bluish tint. And that's because your white balance is off. So if you have an auto white balance on, it's going to change all the time. So let me set up. I hope this video is helpful. I just want to show you that tiny camera and an APS-C with some stabilization works pretty good. And I showed, 2 days ago, different settings on and off. It was called steady shot on, steady shot off. That, yeah, it's different. You can see more vibration when the thing is off. But I can put it on a Canon camera, have stabilization, and I get the reverse effect. So you'll see some shaking or some shifting on the sides with the Canon. And with Nikon, they're pretty good cameras. So anyone that I use is pretty good. They just overheat now and then. And let's see what happened here. Okay, why am I? Yeah. There we go. Oh, messed up. Sorry. Gotta tighten it. That's why. Okay. And I'm gonna have to redo this camera also. And I'll bring it down, bring me up a little bit, or I can do this. There. Yeah, more of me. Suffer the consequences of a good-looking face. And if you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you from Brooklyn. So I hope this was helpful. Write down in the comments below Okay, I think this is my Canon. Nope. What this is a video that I took away. Okay, so I'm back on here. That's my Canon. All right, so I took the R10 off. Apple did something to their OS where if you use too many USB ports, they start shutting things down. So I needed my mouse, I needed my keyboard back. I got a PC mouse, which I like, corded, and then I got my Solar K750, which I like, and it's better than the keyboard I was using because the USB part was very loose, and I would have to unhook it, put it back on, and stuff. I'd rather use an Apple keyboard. So anyway, I got everything working again. And just want to say thank you for watching. I think this is a Z7 II. Yep. 45.7 megapixel. Same as the Z8 and Z9. But a different processor. So this is the XP6 processor. Was there the Z8, Z9, and maybe the ZF, the XP7 processor. This, of course, is a Z5. So all the Nikon cameras look pretty sharp. Okay, I can make a close-up on here too. Let me move this up here. Look how sharp that is. That's a 28 millimeter. It's a small compact lens. All right. On the cheapest full-frame camera from Nikon. This one, well, this is the Canon R6 Mark II. And this is a 50 millimeter lens. But the color science is different. I took the lead off because, you know, this looked better. And, you know, it has some pluses and minuses to it. It doesn't overheat that much. And I like it. But with the Nikon cameras, they give you, they all have IBIS. But like I said, Canon works a little bit differently. And it also on Canon, when you have the stabilization on, if you turn the lens off, the camera off, they both don't have any stabilization. Whereas Sony and Nikon, you can turn the lens off, the camera stay on, or vice versa, or both off or both on. Whatever setting you want, it'll work. Okay? So, anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this type of content, please give me a like, subscribe. Any questions or comments, please put them down below. And remember, stay safe, keep smiling. And until next time, I'll see you then. Which camera? Which camera? Oh, we'll end up with the Z5. My first full frame camera. How do you like it? 28 millimeter f2.8. Can't beat it. Bye, folks.